Hello, good morning students. Today we will see our chemistry, third chapter of chemistry, that atoms and molecule. In our last lecture we have discussed about the laws of chemical combination. Under that we have discussed the first law by the activity given in our NCERT textbook. Under this activity we have seen the solution X is combined with solution Y. So what is the first law of conservation? The mass is neither created nor destroyed. मतलब कोई भी chemical reaction यदि होता है तो उसमें atom कभी destroy नहीं होता. उनको तो पता है atoms cannot be destroyed. So that in chemical reaction also the atoms cannot be increased or nor they cannot be decreased also. Means their weight they can't gain their weight and they can't lose their weight. Understand? So in chemical reaction इसका जो मास होता है यहाँ पर रिएक्टेंट का जितना होता है उतना ही प्रोडक्ट का मास होता है. हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में देखा था. यहाँ पर हमने एक रिएक्टेंट का मास xm पकड़ा था, x ग्राम पकड़ा था और इसका y ग्राम पकड़ा था. और तो ये रिएक्टेंट का मास जो x ग्राम है, at the end of reaction when we got the product, the mass of product is equal to the mass of reactant. Under this particular condition, when it is happening in closed container only. If the container is open, the mass is get converted sometimes into energy. Means we know very well by this formula E is equal to mc square. The energy and mass are both interchangeable. That's why mass can get converted into energy and energy also get converted into mass here. So we will see under this activity we have seen this reaction copper sulfate plus sodium carbonate. So another these two reactions also we can see here by taking this as a X solution and this as a Y solution. And when we created the X solution and Y solution, then we will get the barium sulfate here and sodium chloride here. Okay. So we have seen already this activity. So we will go to our next law of conservation of chemical combination. We will go to the next law of chemical combination. So this second law is the law of constant proportion. The law of constant proportion. Under this law of constant proportion, we will see, we know very well that in compound there is a combination of atoms, more than 2 atoms also there may be. So when the proportion is taken here while making any combination or any compound, there must be definite proportion everywhere. Means if we are taking water, it may be from any source, river water, pond water, sea water, from whatever source, कोई भी सोर्स में से हमने यदि वाटर लिया तो उसका केमिकल फॉर्मूला H2O है, ये कहीं भी नहीं बदलेगा. यहाँ पर वाटर लिया तो भी उसका H2O फार्मूला है और कहीं दूसरी कंट्री में लिया तो भी वाटर का फार्मूला H2O ही है. यहाँ पर हमें एक ही फार्मूला मिलता है, उसका मास भी सेम ही मिलेगा. मास का जो प्रोपोर्शन है वो हमेशा सेम मिलेगा. मतलब यहाँ पर यदि हमने हाइड्रोजन लिया और ऑक्सीजन लिया, उसको कंबाइन किया, तो सपोज यहाँ पर हमने हाइड्रोजन के 2 एटम्स लेते हैं हमेशा, तो 1 multiplied by 1 because hydrogen is having mass, atomic mass 1 gram and oxygen is having atomic mass 16 gram. So here total 1 plus 1 2 gram and here 16 gram means यहाँ पर उसका proportion है 1:8 मीन्स यदि हाइड्रोजन हमने 1 ग्राम लिया तो ऑक्सीजन 8 ग्राम ही लेना है। यहाँ पर यदि 2 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन और 16 ग्राम 2 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन लिया और 16 ग्राम ऑक्सीजन लिया तो कहाँ पर भी जाएंगे तो आपको मास का यही प्रोपोर्शन मिलेगा। कहाँ पर भी ये प्रोपोर्शन चेंज नहीं होता है, ये कांस्टेंट प्रोपोर्शन रहता है वाटर के लिए। Similarly, if we will see the ammonia gas, in ammonia gas, nitrogen is get reacted with hydrogen and 3 atoms of hydrogen. That's why 1 plus 1 plus 1. Here nitrogen is having atomic mass 14, so the proportion will be 14:3. Anywhere we can find the proportion of ammonia is 14:3. 14:3 means nitrogen is having, if we have taken nitrogen 14 gram, then we can take only 3 gram of hydrogen, then only we can get ammonia gas. In CO2 we will see what is the proportion. 1 atom of carbon and 2 atom of oxygen. 1 atom of carbon is having atomic mass 12 and here oxygen is having atomic mass 16. 16 into 2 32. So the proportion will be 12:13 means we can take a simplification of it. 3:8. If we have taken 3 gram of carbon here, we can take only 8 gram of oxygen everywhere. And if the proportion is changed, then the compound will be changed. I will give one example here about the carbon compound. Carbon and oxygen combination. I will give one example, then you will understand better. If I have taken 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms, then what will be here? Carbon dioxide gas is formed. Carbon dioxide gas is formed. But if we change the proportion, if we have taken 1 carbon atom and instead of 2 atoms of oxygen, if I have taken here 1 oxygen atom only, so what will happen? Carbon monoxide gas will form. And we know very well both gases are having very different type of nature. Carbon monoxide is poisonous gas and carbon dioxide is not poisonous gas. It is non-poisonous, it is poisonous. Means we can see if the proportion of atom is changed, then the product will be changed and the nature of compound will also change here. So, on this law of chemical combination, there is the scientists studied the laws of combination after that very deeply, and one of the scientists, Dalton has derived his theory of atom that we will see in our next topic. So what is law of constant proportion? It is given here, underline that. In a chemical substance, the elements are always present in definite proportion by mass. So after that we will see the Dalton's theory. So under this Dalton theory, Dalton has studied the laws of chemical combination and he put forward one very important basic theory, and it is depending on its experiment. He has performed many experiments, and from that experiment he has put forward this theory of atom. So in his first statement he stated that atom is made up of, every matter is made up of tiny particles, and that are called atoms. Every matter is made up of tiny particle, tiniest particle that are called atoms. So we know that very well. In his second statement, and this second statement is very important, as in this statement he is derived at the tiniest particle. The atoms are non-divisible, means we can't divide it furtherly. That also we have discussed here, and he also stated in his second postulate of its theory, his theory. So what is the second postulate of Dalton? Atoms are indivisible. These are indivisible. These are indivisible, and again these atoms are neither created nor destroyed. Neither created nor destroyed. And from this statement we can understand it follows the first law of chemical combination, that is the law of conservation of mass. And the third postulate of the Dalton's theory is atoms of given element are identical in mass and chemical properties. कहीं पे भी यदि कंपाउंड है तो उसके जो एटम्स हैं वो सेम ही होते हैं, सेम टाइप के ही होते हैं. मतलब हमने वाटर लिया तो वहां पर हाइड्रोजन और ऑक्सीजन हमको सेम प्रोपोर्शन में, सेम प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ मास में ही मिलेंगे, और वो हाइड्रोजन एटम कहीं पे भी जाओ सेम टाइप के मिलेंगे, उसका स्ट्रक्चर सेम ही होगा, ऑक्सीजन का भी स्ट्रक्चर सेम होगा. कौन सा भी एटम कहीं पे भी लो, कोई भी जगह पर ले लो, उसका स्ट्रक्चर सेम ही होता है. तो दैट इज द थर्ड लॉ ऑफ the third postulate of Dalton's theory, atomic theory. The atoms of given element are identical in mass and chemical properties. तो atoms का mass भी same होता है, उसकी chemical properties भी same होती है. A given atoms are having identical mass and identical mass and also identical chemical property. This is the first postulate of Dalton's theory. We will go to our next postulate. So atoms of different elements are different. That is very common thing, but it is proved by the experiment by Dalton. So in different matter there are different type of element, and these different types of elements are having different type of structure and chemical properties. Different elements having different types of atoms and chemical properties. That is the meaning of the fourth postulate of Dalton's theory. And the fifth postulate is atom combine in the ratio of small whole numbers to form compound. Atom combine together in its indefinite proportion, but the proportion must be whole number. मतलब आधा मॉलिक्यूल, आधा एटम ऐसा कभी भी नहीं मिलेगा. जहां पर भी एटम लेना है तो पूरा का पूरा एटम लेना है, एटम को डिवाइड करके नहीं ले सकते, बिकॉज एटम इज हैविंग प्रॉपर्टी, इट इज इंडिविजिबल. यस, सो दैट वी हैव टू टेक वन एटम. व्हेन I will give an example. In water here 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom is here. But if we have taken here 1 hydrogen atom, can we take half oxygen atom? No. We have to take, instead of this half oxygen atom, we have to take here 2 hydrogen atom. It is reacted with 1 whole oxygen atom. We can't take half one hydrogen atom and half oxygen atom here to get react. So here H2O is formed. Similarly, in combination of carbon monoxide, when the carbon is reacted with oxygen, carbon monoxide is formed. But we know very well oxygen is not in singular form, it is diatomic, so that we can divide the oxygen atom in half molecule. So that we have to take here 2 atoms of carbon plus oxygen, then we can get carbon monoxide here. Understand? The combination is always is in its whole number. So this is the meaning of fifth postulate of Dal. So in the last postulate we will see, and the last postulate is following second law of chemical combination. What is the sixth postulate? The relative number and the kinds of atom are constant in given compound. The relative number and the kinds of atom. Kinds of atom are constant here, are constant. That is the sixth law. So what is meant by relative number? एटम का प्रोपोर्शन कितना होना चाहिए मॉलिक्यूल बनाने के लिए, वो एक डेफिनेट प्रोपोर्शन होता है, और वो डेफिनेट प्रोपोर्शन जो होता है मास का, उसको हम रिलेटिव नंबर बोलते हैं. जैसे इन वाटर H2O में क्या है, 2 एटम्स ऑफ हाइड्रोजन प्लस 1 एटम ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. मतलब ये 2 क्या है, रिलेटिव नंबर है, 1 क्या है, ऑक्सीजन का रिलेटिव नंबर है. ये रिलेटिव नंबर कहीं पे जाओ हमको कांस्टेंट ही मिलेगा. मतलब हाइड्रोजन 2 ही एटम होंगे और ऑक्सीजन 1 ही एटम होगा. कहीं पर भी जाओ, वाटर यदि लिया तो उसका केमिकल फार्मूला H2O ही हमको मिलेगा. So that is the relative number and kinds of atoms are constant. That is the sixth postulate of Dalton's theory. So in this sixth postulate, the second law of chemical combination is followed. In second postulate, first law of chemical combination is followed here. So this is about the Dalton's atomic theory. So students, you have to read this in NCERT book also, and in our next topic we will see some numericals depending on the laws of chemical combination. Thank you.